Welcome back to a sunny June on Oberon, and we are back with the survival challenge. You will have seen at the end of the last episode, I'm just going to cut that in half so it actually fits in the trailer. I had some issues with some of the forestry. Actually, that might fit in the pickup now. Be close enough. Yep. With the tree exploding into many pieces. That piece looks quite small as well. Yep, that can be hand loaded. So in the end for that, I had to use, as I will have said, I had to use super strength to load those 3 chunks of wood up. But we still have a fair bit to get on the trailer and get sold. So we're going to tackle that first. And then I'm not actually sure where I want to go next on here. I was interested in doing sheep, but sometimes hearing that actually they don't pay particularly well. And that was sort of the case in FS19, that sheep were only really worth doing as a supplemental. And we aren't going to have that many, so maybe we go for saving up for something bigger, like one of the small horse pen. We keep working and we save up for a combine. Because there will be harvesting contracts coming up. There are issues with those at the moment in FS22. That looks quite small. Looks hand loadable, yep. So maybe that's not the wisest move, but long term we are going to need a combine if we want to get into arable crops. I think that's where we want to be going to start making more money. So we definitely need to be thinking about saving up for a combine, which is going to need probably 90,000, which is about 18 trips to the various wood sell points when the price is good. I should have covered it in the last video, but I haven't recorded the voiceover yet. I have edited the fill types XML, I think it's the fill types XML, fill types or fruit types XML, to show the wood prices after the moment where the wood price seemed to crash and we got 400 euros for our load of wood. That's it's just on the edge of the fork. No, that's quite weird. Forestry does seem very buggy. Seen lots of pictures on Facebook of people with the same issues with exploding trees and hearing about game crashes and all sorts of fun things. Which is kind of an issue when your main source of income is chopping down trees. So diversifying would be good. If we can't afford to buy a combine, we certainly need to be looking at buying a seed drill for after harvest, so that we can get into seeding contracts. That's so weird. These trees were clearly very buggy trees. Come on, let go of it. Yeah. Let's try giving it a nudge. That's normal. Wrong key. We might have to put this tree to one side. Oh no, that's done something. It's fallen on the floor at least. Yeah, so I'm not really sure where I want to go with next on here. I haven't looked yet at what the contract menu looks like today. For the used equipment. So actually, let's have a look at that. We've got some cultivating, a couple of fertilizer contracts. We'll be doing those, I think. It's got 9.5 grand. We haven't got a plough yet. There's good value in spraying contracts. If we could pick up a cheap sprayer, that would be quite good. No. Ooh. We don't really need a 75 horsepower tractor. But the cab is quite tempting in the rain. Let's see if we can get this on the trailer any better. No. Let's just drop this one on the ground. I'm actually going to chop this into smaller pieces and put it in the bed of the truck. I think. See if that works. So that tiny piece is 400 kilos. Did I mention that forestry was bugged? This may have come from one of the trees that bugged out, so it's entirely possible that that chunk is indeed bugged. Why did it have to be the first piece that I tried to pick up? Greenhouses are running. The price has dropped a little bit for lettuce, so I'm just going to let them go, and when the price picks up, we'll take those to sell. Yeah, so that piece is 390 kilos apparently. That piece is 90 kilos. Yeah, so there was a buggy bit there. Oh well. I'm sure Giants will be working on all of the issues. Let's get some straps over that lot. And we'll try picking up another piece. And then we'll get into a time lapse. Yeah, so I really should have come up with a plan before I started recording this, but I am probably going to... I'm working, basically clearing our way now back towards the road. Once we've cleared all the trees, obviously that's the source of income gone, and we will be limited to contracting and our chickens and greenhouses. I don't think I want to get a third greenhouse at the moment. Not until we've cleared more land. I'm not sure what I want to do with that area in front of us. Should probably have put this in from the other side. I would love a proper forestry trailer. But we need to put it on the tractor, and our tractor is really slow. But maybe it would be quicker to load up a full forestry trailer than mess around loading this trailer up. Actually, we've got a lot of lumber to clear still, haven't we? I think that's going to be what we're going to do. If we go into forestry equipment, we can get the Anderson forestry trailer for $19,000 because I forgot to change. So 19,000 euros. We can probably get a lot more lumber on there, and it'll probably be a lot more stable. Probably won't use the crane. So I'm going to stick this on a time lapse, and we're going to load up the rest of this lumber, and then we're going to head up to the store and get that sold, and then we're going to buy ourselves a forestry trailer, and we'll try out the Grapple on that, and we'll try it and see how much money we can make that way. Come on, drop dropping? No, you're not going to drop it. That would be far too useful, wouldn't it? Let's just put this down and we'll grab it again. There we go. Now, since I started this, we've had survival mode released, which this is not. Can't remember all the details of it, but I guess it shows the popularity of the survival genre as a whole. Or farm sim. I don't know if the site came out. Anyway, time-lapse time, because I've been doing this long enough. So, future me will be with you in a second. And again, it is very future me because I started recording this again a week ago, and I got really distracted with all those animal videos that I've been putting out, and so haven't actually didn't actually finish playing this. I did, but I didn't edit it. That was it. I finished playing it, but didn't edit it, and so it's Sunday the week after, and I'm just recording the commentary. Anyone else getting fed up of logging videos? Because, yeah, it's not my favourite thing. We are getting close to the end of the logging, I hope, or less logging. So just loading this trailer up and then we'll get it up to the sell point, as I said, and we're going to go and try out the logging trailer, which hopefully will make things a lot easier. I don't mind, so this log fork is pretty good actually, particularly for base game. And it's probably not helped by the fact that because the tractor is quite old and underpowered, it's quite slow. Just quickly, £2 grand, not great, is it? What we get for logs seems so variable. I know the price does vary a lot. Anyway, let's buy ourselves a logging trailer. Step forwards, not sure, but 19 grand, hopefully 19 grand well spent. We'll at least get to see what the logging cranes are like, which will be interesting. In FS19, I found they were awful. So let's get a bunch of trees cut down and we'll try and do some loading. If you spot in the background, there are some grass bales hanging about still from when we did the grass baling. Those will probably come in useful in the future. And in the worst case, we can sell them for probably a couple of euros or something stupid. So I'm going to get a load of trees cut down and then break out this new logging trailer and see how we go. Since I recorded this, the Lumberjack mod has come out, so I'll probably be using that on the next video, just for the chainsaw improvements really, and not for the super strength, because I'm trying to avoid using it. I've got to admit, sometimes it's very tempting to break out super strength and just chuck these logs on the back of the trailer, but let's try this Grapple out. I was moderately impressed with it actually. It's a bit jerky, and that's probably because I think I've got the sensitivity quite high on the front loader controls. But it's picking the logs up really well. It occasionally does random stuff like that, but hey, it's not too bad. I wish the reach was a bit longer. It'd be nice if it was telescopic, I must admit. And maybe that's the advantage of the much more expensive one. The other thing is you can't get a huge amount on here. I was expecting to get way more than the trailer that we have been using, but actually it's not that much because it's not very wide. So yeah, you don't get that many of these big logs on there, but overall, in terms of how the Grapple worked, I was quite impressed. It didn't take me that long to load these up, and it wasn't that painful. And to be fair, you could do it sat in the tractor seat and it would make it easier for moving the tractor around. But, so trying to sell to the carpentry for the first time, realised this was sell point was quite a good price. It has the tiniest trigger in the world, so it's only taking the very bottom logs off the trailer. I can go into the i3D files for these and edit them to make the sell points all bigger, just making them taller so that selling stuff is less painful. Yeah, I decided to load this one up using the tractor just to see if we could get more on. it was, yeah, I guess it was slightly faster because I didn't need to move the trailer. Obviously the legs have good hydraulic locks on them so that they don't come loose as we have disconnected all the hydraulics. I still hate that if I try and strap, the straps grab the log fork, which it's not touching. It's so frustrating, but we actually managed to get a load of logs on here. I'm hoping for a really good payday out of this. I think again I might accidentally sell our measuring stick, but hey, we can always cut another one. It's not the end of the world. Randomly, this trailer is about the same length as the other one. Best price at the moment is at the sawmill, so we'll try selling there. And yeah, I'm getting fed up of the variable price, and I actually have a bit of a hissy fit, and we sell the logging trailer again because it's not gaining us anything particularly. So that was a waste of €3,000 and a bit. A bit disappointing, really. Something that I have learned afterwards, and I'm not sure how much that's affecting us. So actually, I found this cool sprayer mod, £6,000, decent width sprayer. I'll put the link in the comment below, and there are some good weeding contracts. So we're going to do those to make some money. But yeah, what I found, and I think I mentioned it, you have to lower this sprayer for it to work. It took me a while to work that out. I'm so used to sprayers just working. Anyway, the carpentry and the sawmill are both production points, and if they are full, they seem to take all of the wood but only pay you for what they had space for. And I think that's been the problem that I've been having, and it's really frustrating. Which means probably mostly selling to the biomass plant, because that is a sell point and doesn't have a capacity limit. But sometimes the price isn't as good. So, £6,000, £7,000 nearly for that weeding contract. That's pretty good. We use quite a lot of herbicide, but hey. I'm going to stop by the store, and I've got one of the people from the store to go and grab our pickup for us, because I think we're going to need to take some more herbicide up because the next field is quite big. So they've agreed that they will drive the pickup up to the field for us to help us resupply. Obviously we're having to pay them, which is a bit of an issue because cash is obviously still a major problem for us, but I think it's going to make life easier. And from a little roleplay point of view, it means I'm not tabbing between vehicles to drive them all across the map. So we're going to send him all the way up to field 19 at the top of the map, which is quite a big field, and then we're going to slowly drive our way up there once we have done a bit of a repair. They decided to abandon the pickup in the road, which is a bit annoying, but hey, no, we'll get that sorted, and we will get on with spraying this massive field. It feels like we're making progress. We're getting a bit of money in now. I have plans for where we're going in the next episode now already, and that should really open up how we can make money going forwards, I think, and hopefully get us into a position where we can start doing some farming. So yeah, another €12,000 up to €45,000. A couple of fertilizer contracts propped up, I think, or at least one. So I'm going to run those just as we wind up the video. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you're still enjoying this series. It seems to be doing quite well. Any feedback on bits you do or don't like, drop me in the comments. I probably won't change how I'm doing it, but you know. Anyway, drop me a comment, like I said. If you're not already, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and we're pushing for 600 subs before Christmas. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.